Anthony Griffin, you've been drafted. Sir, I think he's mentally disabled. His file didn't say anything about him having any mental disabilities. I guess there's nothing we can really do. Get your bitch ass up. You ain't disabled. Retarded niggas can't open doors. Fuck. You know how many motherfuckers try to pull that same bullshit?
How many?
89. 89 niggas fake being disabled. You not the first one. Even if they was retarded, them drooling motherfuckers is getting drafted too. No one is exempt.
Huh?
It's part of our disability program. We want everybody to feel accepted, especially people of color with disabilities.
Okay.
We don't want any SJWs or feminists to cancel us for lack of representation. Hey, we're gonna put them on the front line. Unloaded guns, of course. It's a plus for us. We got human shields.
What?
It's Trump's plan, of course. It's so good, it's retarded. Yo, we got deaf niggas. We got blind niggas. We got niggas with no legs. We got niggas with no arms. We got niggas with one leg and one arm. We got niggas that ain't got no legs, no arms, nigga. It's just crazy.
Let me go back.
Yeah, so Jake, simple, bro. You niggas out there, you niggas is simple. You make a joke out of every damn thing. It don't matter how serious the issue is, you niggas gonna always find a way to joke. Alright? But what you gonna find out is that there is gonna be a draft while you're inquiring and while you're making memes about the draft, not knowing that you're about to enter into the worst war in history. And it's all prophesied in the Bible. And there is going to be a draft, and you niggas are going to be taken off unless you turn back into your power. Alright? So before I begin, I just want to give all praise and glory to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakadash. That's the name of the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His beloved Son Yahushua in the Hebrew tongue. Those are the correct names of the ones who you ignorant call God and Jesus. I want to give double honor to the head apostles and elders of great millstone who taught me this truth, along with the sincere brethren that's laboring and doing the work as well. And shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel, alright? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives. Shalom. Yeah, so let's kick it off. This is Revelation 11 and 14. This is going into the third war. It says, this second war is past. Behold, the third war coming quickly. And it's talking about war. Woe means destruction. The third war coming quickly. Alright? So, let's get an account of the draft. How you niggas gonna be drafted in the war. Let's go to second Esdras 16 and 18. Yeah, and Jake think everything a game. You niggas out there, you think it's a joke, bro. Don't you know that America finna be destroyed? And that's prophesied in the Bible as well. But leading up to that, all this shit gonna be happening. Alright? Second Esdras 16 verse 18. It says, the beginning of sorrows, and there shall be great mournings. The beginning of famine, and many shall perish. The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, and all shall tremble. It says, all shall tremble. What shall they do in all this when these evils shall come? Behold, famine, and plague, and tribulation, and anguish. These are sent as scourges for amendment, for correction. But for all these things they shall not turn them from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they should think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the famine shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. It ain't gonna be nobody to bury you, dead niggas in the streets. Alright? For the earth shall be left desolate, and the cities thereof shall be cast down. There shall be no husbandman left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? Basically what it's saying is that hey, life's gonna continue going on as it is, but it ain't gonna be nobody to pretty much to work, because everybody is gonna get drafted in the war, and it's gonna go into that. Alright. It says, for one man shall desire Let me read this over for 26. The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For in all places there should be a great forsaking. It ain't gonna be nobody in these warehouses and working. It says, for one man shall desire to see another, or to hear his voice. For of a city there should be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which have hidden themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rock. As in an orchard of leaves of olives, upon every tree be left 3 or 4 olives. For as when a vineyard is gathered, there be some clusters left by them that diligently see through the vineyard. All right, how rare it's gonna be to see somebody in these cities. Even so, in those days there should be there 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword, and the earth shall be left desolate, and the fields thereof shall be for briars, and her ways and all her paths shall bring forth thorns, because no sheep shall pass there through. So it's going to be so empty again that it's going to be thorns growing up in the streets out here, man. All right. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the war shall the bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. All right. It's going to be a famine, and it's going to be war. And the men are going to get drafted out to the war. That's why it says your virgin shall mourn. All right. These women ain't gonna have nobody to comfort. 35. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold, the word of the Lord receive it. All right. Disbelieve not the things where the Lord speaketh, because it will come to pass. All right. Behold, the evils draw nigh and are not slack, like as a woman with child in the 9th month, when the hour of her delivery draweth near. Within 2 or 3 hours, doleful pains compass her womb. And with the child coming forth from the womb, there should be no tarrying for a moment. Even so shall not the evils be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall groan, and sorrow shall take hold of it on every side. Oh, my people, I'm talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, who are the Israelites of the Bible. It says, hear, oh my people. It says, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise as he that have no profit, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he shall not reap, so also he that pruneth the vines as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widows, in so much as that they that labor in vain. Let me read it again. And so much as they that labor in vain. For strangers shall reap their fruits, and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses, and take their children captive. For in captivity and famine shall they beget children. Alright? And they shall traffic to become a spoil. The more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I hate them for their sins, said the Lord. Alright? So you basically get the point, man. Like, yeah, you niggas out there playing about the draft, not knowing that the Most High is setting you up to be drafted. And ultimately, America is going to be destroyed. Alright? So, it says, in the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. And that's what America has to look forward to. And ultimately, it's going to be destroyed by ICBM missiles, by Russia, Iran, China, Libya. All these other countries in the East are going to shoot missiles over to America, and they're going to knock America completely off the map. And that's in the scriptures. Alright, so you think it's a game if you want to, man. You niggas out there better tighten up. So with that being said, man, I hope that was edifying to anyone out there listening. Till next time, shalom.